V-Week continues on the ESPN family of networks, and tonight we've got a good one in Berkeley. The rivalry has been going on for decades, Stanford and Cal, and tonight this one is huge for both. It has been a fantastic start to the season for the Cal Bears, who at 9-1 are to their best start ever under head coach Sharman Smith. But this has been one-sided in this rivalry the last few years. You have to go all the way back to January of 2019 and the heroics of Asia Thomas. And we mentioned Sharman Smith in her 5th season at the helm, 9-1, and trying to have an even better season than she did a year ago. She'll square off against her former Stanford Cardinal teammate, Kate Pay. They played together for 2 years at Palo Alto, and should be a whole lot of fun to watch these two match wits for the first time. Kate Pay taking over after Tara Vanderveer, 38 years at the helm, and she has stepped aside, and the Kate Pay era has gotten underway. And Stanford coming in off a heartbreaking loss at LSU. They led by 5 with 17 seconds to go, gave up the lead, lost in overtime, so you know they're hungry to come into this one as well. We are officially underway. The Bears control the opening tip. Krimili works it inside to Michelle Onyiah. Kayla Williams, the drive, can't finish, and the rebound tapped out to Aguera.
You see the Bears doing a really good job of trying to get into the paint early. Stanford coming up with the rebound, closing out the possession.
Aguera, Bozgana, Dimitri, Harriel, and Heel, the starters tonight. Drive inside, Aguera throws up a wild shot, and Onyiah able to pull down the rebounds.
Well, Aguera's going to have plenty of opportunities around that pinch post elbow area. Stanford looking to clear space and let her go to work.
Cal has had the same starting 5 in all their games this season. Good defense by the Cardinal to force the Bears to reset.
It's interesting, Dave. You've seen both of these teams miss some shots at the rim that they probably would hit, but anytime you're in a rivalry game, it takes a little bit. You want to settle in and get yourself on the board with something easy.
Check, the women will play tonight and Sunday. The men play here tomorrow against Northwestern State. Second chance try for Aguera, no good. Suárez will lead the charge for the Bears. Suárez, little Euro step, gets the blocking call and one.
Big time possession for Marta Suárez. Cleans up the defensive glass, and then you see her versatility, able to go coast to coast.
Suárez finishes off the three-point play. Aguera, shot clock down to 5. Bozgana kicks it back. Shot clock winding down. And the desperation 3 will not fall for Dimitri. Here come the Bears. Williams finds Suárez all alone in the corner. And Suárez able to knock it down. Harriel gives up the dribble. Inside for Dimitri. Great extra pass into the corner. And Aguera able to connect. Suárez looking to continue her hot start. Can't get it to drop. Good job defending without fouling by Aguera. Baseline out of bounds play. They get a quick shot for Bozgana. Dimitri, can't get it to drop. Stanford just 1 of 7 shooting. Krimili forces one in.
Cal's going to have opportunities to get shots on the perimeter. Players like Cameron Brink, who's gone to the professional ranks, Kiki Irafan, who's now at USC. The Cardinal about +10 this season, but don't have that same interior presence.
Abigor picking up where Onyiah left off. Williams takes a deep 3, rattles in and out. Ogden with the basketball for the Cardinal. Feed inside for Dimitri off the glass.
Sometimes that's your best offense, playing out of random and just having that player movement, ball movement, which Stanford is so good at. Able to find some success there.
Bears haven't scored 3.5 minutes, and that drought comes to an end courtesy of Kayla Williams.
And for Stanford defensively, it looks like they're playing a similar game plan as they did against LSU, where they're not up pressuring the ball handler. They are content to pack the paint. Dimitri knocking one in from 3.
Cal fortunate to be able to hold on to the basketball. Suárez as the left shoulder turn. No foul trouble really for anybody. Cal will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. The Bears have yet to be called for a foul in this game.
Well, it's interesting. Both coaches going with some quick substitutions. Again, we talked about a rivalry game, and you want to allow your team to settle in. So maybe them being extra cautious in terms of protecting their players in a game like this.
Final 2 minutes opening quarter. Suárez for Twidale. Onyiah in the post. Rattles it in.
Excellent job by the Bears there. Anytime you got a big with 2 feet in the paint right in front of the rim, you want to reward them. And Twidale found Onyiah for the easy opportunity.
Ariel spins around. Twidale able to get it to go.
Both of these teams, they really have so much versatility. When you look at their offensive styles, you see so many players in different positions.
Ghana is no. Twidale comes up with a rebound. Kick back to Twidale for 3. That won't drop. Donis battles to keep it alive, but cannot. As Clardy comes out of there with it.
We like the ball movement offensively for Cal, going inside out, side to side, forcing Stanford to make rotations.
There is a 4-second difference between the clocks here. Jaden Noble staying aggressive, and now with the switch. Stevenson. Blocked by Onyiah, out of bounds. And last touch by Stanford, it's Cal basketball. You hate to see that. Krimili off to such a great season, and she gets helped off the court. So Cal, with just under 6 seconds to go here, they like to get a quality shot. They've hit just 2 of their last 12. Williams is going to have to get it up. She gets it up, but it's not going to matter as it falls off the rim, and that's going to close out the opening quarter. Well, the Bears got off to a 10-3 start. First ever meeting for these two schools as members of the ACC. You mentioned that at the top. It is still awfully strange, but it is exciting. I know both coaches are excited about the challenge of playing in this conference, and they will be tested all season long. Second chance opportunity here, and forget about the second chance opportunity. The Bears take the basketball away. Williams. Noble will fire a 3. That won't drop. And here come the Cardinal again, looking to see if they can tie it up or go ahead with a 3. Heel can't get it to drop. Long rebound. Twidale chases it down. Twidale goes right around the defense.
With the reverse layup. That's tough.
Twidale, we talked about Aguirre who draws the foul. Twidale came into the game as the Bears' leading scorer at nearly 17 a game. She really hasn't gotten going yet. That was her first points tonight. And Aguirre gets it back to a 2-point game.
Well, really, for the first time on that last defensive possession for Cal, Michelle Onyiah got a little bit undisciplined and
now Twidale starting to feel.
Think about the dribble handoff that Kayla Williams executed with Lulu Twidale. The next option might be the best play for your team.
Aguirre reverses direction 100+ times. It has been dominated by Stanford, but Cal trying to get a little bit of revenge and a 12-game losing skid in the series history. Twidale able to get a little separation. That's all she needed. Clarity for Courtney Ogden. Dimitri inside, misfires. Suárez will bring it up.
Bears have numbers here with Dimitri trailing late.
And Williams banks one in. After hours banking for Kayla Williams. Just her second made field goal in 9 attempts tonight. Back the other way. The Cardinal can't get it to go. Ghana, though, gives him a second chance and cannot cash that opportunity in. Good to see Krimili back on the floor after having that scare earlier. She'll hoist a 3. Wow! Will she ever? The Cal Bears with their largest lead as they pushed it all the way to a dozen. The 9-0 run has the lead to a dozen. And we've seen that time and again, Theo, in the games we've called for Cal this season, as the foul, they can get hot in a hurry, and when they do, they can get some separation.
Absolutely, and this Cal team has so many different ways they can beat you. They're off the dribble. Twidale knocks in the three. You see in transition, trailing, Kayla Williams gets one to go off the glass, and then Krimili right back into the game. Decides she doesn't want to put any pressure on the ankle. She'll put pressure behind the three-point line. She has range seemingly to half court. Big-time shot by Krimili.
Clardy able to knock them both down.
You think about the change of role for Clardy, stepping in for Lapolo, handling the ball a little bit more for this Stanford offense. Maybe a reason as to why they're a little bit scattered on that side.
Yeah, Lapolo is somebody that they miss sorely, as Twidale knocks down another one. Cardinal would like to put something together here to close out this half. Corner three is a good way to start, as Clardy able to knock it down. Krimili leaves it short. Nice job defending without fouling by Stevenson. Mary Ashley Stevenson transferred from Purdue during the offseason, and a corner three out of the left corner that time.
Go into the locker room at least up 7, so you'd love to have the ball in your veteran Krimili's hands.
Game clock down to 3. Krimili off the glass and in, and that's the way the half is going to end. And the Cal Bears will go into the locker room with a 9-point advantage over the Stanford Cardinal. Now you've got a little bit of a cushion there. You could be a little bit more aggressive defensively than you even were in the first half.
You want to make sure you compete just as hard, but with the same mindset here in this second half, understanding that this Stanford team isn't going to go away.
Second half underway, and here we go. Should be a fun finish here between these two longtime rivals. Twidale picks up right where the Bears left off, knocking down the triple. Aguera, baseline jumper won't fall. Williams, as Onyiah got knocked to the floor. Still plenty of time on the shot clock here for the Bears. Suárez kicks it back out. Williams can't get it to go. Suárez fighting for it, and last touched by the Cardinal.
Twidale able to take that little bit of space. That's all she needs. Knocks in a great three-point shot.
Krimili, long two, no. Onyiah comes up with the offensive rebound. A little scoop pass to Suárez for the finish. And the largest lead of the night for the Bears.
Right place, right time. Marta Suárez finding herself underneath the rim for an easy 2.
Heel and Stevenson just the second and third transfers, underclassmen transfers in the history of the Cardinal women program.
Certainly a place that if you can get in there, you want to stay there. And so
Twidale. Toscana picks up the dribble, forces one up, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Cal.
And Stanford offensively trying to find some consistent production outside of Aguera.
And Suárez knocks one down. Stanford needing to get something going. Aguera, Onyiah again, a nice job defending without fouling, making her presence felt.
Great job showing her hands, using her chest, utilizing the principles of verticality.
Krimili throws one up, and why not? Everything falling right now for Cal.
It's really been an avalanche from 3 of late for the Bears. Everyone getting in on the action.
They've made 8 of their last 11 three-pointers. Pull-up jumper will drop for Harriel. Cardinal needed that the worst way.
Great execution by the Cardinal, utilizing Aguera as a screener. Ariel able to find space at the elbow.
Krimili out of the corner, knocks in another. Stanford pushing the pace. Clardy able to connect from the free throw line in transition.
Well, that's exactly what Stanford's going to have to do. Play with more pace if they want to work themselves back into this game.
Those are the first fast break points of the game for Stanford. Twidale, great interior pass to Onyiah. And one opportunity for the Cal Bears. traditional three-point play. Cannot get the free throw to go. Twidale nearly knocked that rebound opportunity free. Second chance opportunity is good for Aguero. Williams, extra pass for Twidale, right back to Noble. Noble can't get it to drop. Bears have gone cold suddenly from three-point range, but can the Cardinal capitalize?
Stanford staying committed to their offensive actions, disciplined in their execution.
And the three-pointer falls for Dimitri. Stanford trying to chisel away. Twidale, the pass for Suárez in the finish.
Elevator action.
Straightaway three falls for Pazgana. Williams kept the dribble alive. Suárez draws a couple of defenders. Noble open for three and drops it through. Noble's three was her first made of the season from downtown. Dimitri. Great job defending by Suárez.
Even better job battling down low. Jalen Noble keeping the ball away from Aguero.
And Williams now rattles 20. Dimitri out of the corner. And Dimitri draws the whistle on a three-point shot. And they've gotten called for two personals here in this last little sequence as well. Turned the ball over only 4 times and committed 7 personals. I think she'd be pretty happy with that.
No doubt about it. She'll take that at any time. And then you also mentioned it, the 16 assists. So really on both sides of the basketball, playing the style of play that is going to bring them success, and they put their best foot forward.
Suárez looks up at the clock, realizes she's got to let it fly. Draws it. A little Steph Curry action to close out quarter number 3 for the Cal Bears. When the Warriors played the Timberwolves, and Steph Curry did exactly that. And you know who was at that game? Sharman Smith, because I saw her at the game and spoke with her. And boy, I'll tell you what, Curry doesn't do it that far from Haas Pavilion. That was pretty good out of Marta Suárez.
Definitely still on a page out of Steph Curry's book, but you think about Cal and the challenge of guarding this team, that's your center. Bringing the ball up and banging one in from the logo.
Cal going to the fourth quarter with a 23-point lead here in Berkeley. This is a team that went to the women's NIT last year, winning 19 games. And they've got designs on getting to the bigger tournament this year. This, if this lead holds, will be their 5th win this season against a team that was in the NCAA tournament.
The highest ranked win that they've had since beating number 13 Arizona in 2020.
Suárez able to get it to go. Cal has not been ranked in the poll this season. Corner 3 goes through for Pazgana. 7th made 3 tonight for the Cardinal. Krimili able to work herself free. They're working around to Pazgana for the 3. No. Twidale battles for it. Krimili takes it away.
Great box out by Twidale, using her lower body to keep Aguero off the glass.
Suárez, a more traditional 3 that time. And a little spin. You know, coach is always going to find something to get into their team about, but she definitely had them inspired. By the way, Michelle Onyiah just picked up her 5th block of the game. 5 blocks to go with 7 rebounds for her and only 1 personal foul. Perhaps that's the biggest number.
Through 3 quarters, now they're able to play with an incredible level of physicality and maintain their effort. Coming out of that Pacific game, 1 played well, but 2, when you get a situation like this, does a good job on the boards.
Nice job on the defensive end as well for the Cardinal. Ariel being pestered by Danez, fights through that screen. And Suárez with the bump. That was the 4th personal of the game on Suárez. Nice anticipation to come up with the basketball for Clardy. Coast to coast, and Donez reaches in for the foul.
That's the way this Cal team is playing today.
Clardy at the free throw line, able to knock it down.
See, just the difference in having a player like Williams, a true point guard, able to get you organized, handle pressure.
Williams kicks it out. Twidale three, yes sir. Twidale knocks down her 6th triple of the game. That matches her career high.
How many times have we seen Kayla Williams get into the teeth of the defense and spray the basketball out to an open shooter on the three-point line?
5th assist of the game overall for Kayla Williams. Corner three the other way for Dimitri. Sitting on 19 right now. Twidale looking for another, can't get it to go.
Good inside-out basketball at the teeth of the defense. Jada Noble looking weak side for an open teammate.
Baseline jumper falls for the Cardinal.
And that was pretty. Look, Dimitri conducting the offense from the low post and then turning over that right shoulder with a sweet-looking fadeaway.
These two teams will meet one more time down in Palo Alto coming up in late January, January 23rd. They will match up at Maples Pavilion.
Kayla Williams has been breaking the Stanford defense down all night, and that time decides to convert one of her own at the rim. You can only imagine just how much their presence has lifted this Cal team to a performance like they've had tonight.
Williams left all alone, can't get the three to fall. Noble gets in there for a rebound. Williams will launch again. That time does drop it through.
Off the offensive rebound, second chance opportunities, and again, the Bears sharing the basketball beautifully.
And that matches the school record for made threes in a game, 17. Straightaway three back the other way by Dimitri.
There's a bright spot for the Cardinal. That's certainly one of them. Love the way she's playing and continuing to compete, especially on the offensive end.
Krimili, for the record, has it. 18 triples tonight. Historically, the body of work is largely in favor of Stanford, so you get a chance to knock down your rival. This game matters more than any of the other wins they've had this season.
This is a signature win for this group, not only knocking off Stanford, but putting the rest of the ACC on notice and letting them know that they're here to play.
Schedule is going to get interesting for Cal after the Austin Peay game. Next weekend they'll have a two-game tournament here. They'll start off their play against Fordham, and then after they finish the tournament, then they go on the road. That's when things get real, when they go on the road for ACC action at Clemson, at SMU after the Christmas break for Cal.
Well, it only gets tougher for both of these teams, and I'd expect each of them to continue to improve, continue to get better, but for Cal, certainly, this is going to be a win that gives them even more confidence and momentum to build with moving forward.
Charlotte Smith empties out the bench here. Zara King did play a couple of minutes in that first half. Feeds it inside for Natalia Ackerman. Bears nearly turned it over. Bucket there, and the bench loving it. Look at the starters celebrating for the reserves over there. They're going crazy.
Jacini getting a nice lefty floater to go, falling out of bounds, and all her teammates there to pick her up with their energy.
This is going to be the largest margin of victory for Cal in the history of this series.
Well, you'll love to see some reserve players. Jacini there taking it to the hole strong. And you look at the support from the bench, the excitement. This is a group that's playing for one another. You can feel that in the energy, and you can see it out on the floor.
And this is a team that, you know, little chip on their shoulder because they know what they were thought of by the media covering them coming into the ACC, saying, oh, they're the 14th best team in the conference.
Yeah, they've taken that to heart, and whether they say it or not, that's something that they carry with them every time they come to the practice floor, certainly when they have games and they want to come out and show well. And so when you have that type of chip, when you have the type of talent that they do, you start to build some momentum and great things can happen. So this Cal team's going to continue to look to build, and Coach Smith's challenge is to make sure that they keep their eye on continuing to get better day in and day out.
And you know, you love all the threes, and that's what's going to get the headlines, Theo, but the bottom line is taking care of the basketball, defending without fouling. That's what set the tone in this game for the Cal Bears and getting this blowout win.
It was their discipline. You mentioned it. They took care of the basketball. They valued possessions. And then defensively, they made it incredibly difficult for Stanford to get any type of rhythm and traction into this game. And when that happens and they're shooting the ball the way that they did throughout this game, they're so tough to beat, and they put themselves in a really good position.